Hi there. Welcome to this week's episode of the podcast with me, Russell Davis. This week I want to share one of my favourite stories. And it really, for me, signposts how our psychology is both human and spiritual. And most of psychology doesn't really address that or look at that. But we can to realise how we're both. We can hold on to innate well-being despite some of the challenges in life. So to help point you back to your innate well-being, to help you feel more grounded as you go through some of the challenges in life. Like all my podcasts, I challenge you, I encourage you, I invite you to listen for a feeling within. Don't try and understand my words. They're pointing you back to within yourself. Notice what is evoked within you. Listen for a feeling within you as you listen. I want to share one of my favourite stories, and this comes from Michael Neal, from one of his books, either The Inside Out Revolution or maybe The Space Within. Imagine you're riding on a giant barge, floating gently down a beautiful river. In the very centre of the barge is a giant roller coaster, and your seat for the journey is in the front car. As the river carries the barge downstream, the roller coaster goes up and down, pausing every now and again before climbing its way to the next peak or plunging its way down into the valleys. At times it spins wildly, completely disorientating you. Other times you find yourself resting in the pause before the next ride. Now imagine your whole life. You'd ridden the coaster with your eyes closed, believing the roller coaster was the world and the river only a myth. What would happen the first time you opened your eyes and kept them open for every moment of the ride? At first, you might be a bit disorientated or even frightened as you watched yourself and others go up and down, around and around, at occasionally dizzy speeds. The first time you crested the heights of the coaster and saw the river clearly in all its glory, you'll be so taken by the view, you'd never want it to end. And when your revelation was followed by a plunge to the bottom of your world, it might seem like all was lost. But over time, you'll begin to relax into the ride, spending less and less time trying to manage the ups and downs, and more time enjoying the views along the way. You'll take comfort in the fact, no matter what was going on with the roller coaster, the river was always effortlessly supporting the barge along its journey. And you might even begin to enjoy pondering the mysteries of where the river came from, how you came to be on it, and where it might be taking you. I love this story because it really describes to me the dichotomy, duality of being a spiritual being and also having a human experience. I never forget my father died as the first parent I've lost, the depth of grief I felt. But what surprised me in that was underneath all that there's a sense of okayness, a sense of life is going to be different, not worse, a sense of peace. And I think I had that because I'm exploring this psychology for some time and connecting to my own innate well-being, because previously I would have just have felt the feeling, in fact, avoided the feeling of grief, avoided the negative emotion. I had to be scared of my feelings, didn't want to go there. But having this deeper sense of okayness, this thread, this river of peace within me. It meant I wasn't scared of the grief. It allowed me to feel it more freely. It to move through me like a wave, I guess in a more healthy way than it would have otherwise. There's a deeper sense of okayness, innate well-being, that knew my okayness, my happiness, at the end of the day wasn't dependent on whether my father was around. I was going to be okay. I could still feel the grief and the sadness and never seeing him again, and new memories created. And grief is bittersweet. It's remembering those good times and the fun memories and the loving memories that means it feels painful. But I wasn't scared of that. I could just feel it, allow it. I didn't take any meaning from it. My mum, sadly, she thought her well-being was dependent on my father being around. She thought her sadness and grief was never going to go because he wasn't coming back. And her grief became sorrow, and she never really got over his death. So I love this story, this analogy, because there is a river, a deeper sense of okayness in us we touch in the moments of quiet, in the space between thoughts. Yes, there are going to be ups and downs of life. We're human and stuff happens in life we have no control over. Things happen that upset us and hurt us. There's fears. There's the roller coaster of human experience. But the more we see that's created by our thought, our imagination, nothing else. Our experience of life is created by our thoughts. In that space between thoughts, we access something deeper within us. Clarity, perspective, creativity, insight. That's our innate well-being. That's our source of okayness. That's within us. Nothing can take that away. Nothing. It often gets drowned out by the brass band of thoughts and feelings of fears and insecurities that look in the wrong place for okayness, that look in the wrong place for love and acceptance. They're within us already. So it's not denying our human experience. It's understanding where it's coming from. And I love this analogy, embraces our humanness as well as something bigger, our soul that is formless. So what if there is this river supporting you, holding you? It's glorious, it's beautiful. It's mystery. It's a mystery sometimes. We can ponder it. We don't need to understand it. Perhaps we can just trust it. Trust its beauty. Trust it's got us, holding us. While we go to the ups and downs of being human, we can hold those things more lightly. We don't have to get so concerned in resolving those, fixing the thoughts, fixing the feelings. Because we can be connected to that space between thought, that peace, that beauty that's within us, never goes away. Well, if you can imagine that river within you, how would you see and feel and think about things differently? If you could know that river's within you. Do you have innate well-being within you? You're born with it. It's not dependent on anything. It's not dependent on anything. And we touch that space in moments of quiet. It's a place we come back to. We stop trying to be okay. It's a place we come to. And we let our minds settle. And we trust we have all we need. The resources come to us when we need them. Clarity, perspective, wisdom. So just consider that for a moment. And you can begin to relax into the ride, spending less and less time trying to manage the ups and downs, and more time enjoying the views along the way. Whether you can take comfort in the fact that no matter what's going on, with the roller coaster of life. The river was always effortlessly supporting the barge along the way. And perhaps you can begin to enjoy the journey and wonder where it's taking you. Loving you.